Panthera onca mesembrina. An extinct subspecies of the modern jaguar once roamed prehistoric South America. This particular subspecies was substantially larger than its modern counterpart. Its bones were nearly double the size of modern jaguar subspecies, suggesting this animal could grow to sizes comparable to that of modern-day lions or tigers. This particular subspecies, often dubbed the Patagonian jaguar, had a substantially different environment during the Pleistocene epoch. Unlike the modern jaguar, which holds its place as the top terrestrial predator in modern South American rainforests, the Patagonian jaguar shared its habitat with a variety of even larger carnivorans, including the infamous Smilodon. As we embark on this journey, we'll explore the ancient roots of the Patagonian jaguar, delve into its prehistoric habitat, and bring you closer to the prehistoric life of this magnificent creature. We will also delve into its competition and the variety of animals that once shared its world. The Patagonian jaguar's story begins millions of years ago. The feline's tale is one of adaptation and survival, a narrative written in the very DNA of these majestic creatures. Our journey takes us back to the dawn of the Miocene epoch, some 23 million years ago. It was during this time that some of the earliest felids, the ancestors to all modern cats, began to emerge. Among these early felids was a group that would eventually give rise to Panthera, a lineage that became some of the most iconic big cats, including lions, tigers, leopards, and of course, jaguars. The jaguar's own lineage can be traced back to Africa. Eventually, these felids made their way to Europe and Asia. Thanks to the connection of the Bering Strait, these cats moved onward to North America and then finally South America. The jaguar may have originally evolved from Panthera gombatsuensis, a Eurasian species of feline. However, some authors have contested this, putting doubts on its particular origins. Some of the first jaguars appeared roughly around 2 million years ago, and as a result would have shared its journey across the continents with early hominins, such as Homo erectus, similarly to its North American relative Panthera onca augusta. The Patagonian jaguar achieved dimensions unseen in modern jaguars. A fully grown Patagonian jaguar could have exceeded 230 kilograms, making it about the size of a modern-day tiger. This larger body size would have allowed it to take on much larger prey than modern jaguars, an evolutionary adaptation to the also substantially larger prey of Pleistocene South America. Like modern jaguars, Panthera onca mesembrina had a similarly stocky body, but to an even greater degree. The habitat of the Patagonian jaguar was significantly different from today. In the prehistoric era, the lush, expansive lands of South America were a vastly different panorama than what we see today. The Patagonian jaguar roamed vast territories, from the dense tropical rainforests to the icy, rugged terrains of the southernmost tip of the continent. Due to the greater expanse of the ice caps, much of South America was covered in savanna-like grasslands. The Amazon rainforest, although present, was not as large as the one we see today. In these grasslands, large, prehistoric predators ruled supreme. Among these, the top predator, Smilodon Populator, perhaps the most powerful cat that had ever lived, laid carnage to the large herbivores of this ecosystem. Macrochenia and toxodons, part of South America's native ungulate wildlife, called these prairies home. Giant ground sloths, such as Megatherium, and giant armadillos also resided here. The young of these species may have been preyed upon by the Patagonian jaguar itself. Aside from native species, invaders from North America also called these grasslands home. Horses, camelids, nodiomastodons, bears, and canines migrated downward from the north to claim the niches of the declining biodiversity of South American ecosystems. Tapirs, a common prey item in the modern world of jaguars, was also a favorite food item of these felids. Due to the larger body size of the Patagonian jaguar, it may have been capable of taking on much larger prey up to the size of smaller ground sloths, such as Smilodon, a smaller relative to Megatherium, which was the biggest among the ground sloths. Competition of the Patagonian jaguar was ferocious. Not only did it have to contend with Smilodon, Arctotherium, a gigantic prehistoric bear, and Protocyon, a large pack-hunting canid, competed for resources with the Patagonian jaguar. Unlike modern jaguars, the Patagonian jaguar appears to have resided primarily in more arid and less tropical ecosystems in South America. This is also reflected by its diet, which included prehistoric horses and llamas, animals which typically don't live in dense rainforests. Most of its fossil remains have been found in sites in both Chile and Argentina. Aside from its larger body size, the Patagonian jaguar also differed from the modern jaguar in its skull structure. Unlike modern jaguars, which have short, wide skulls, Panthera onca mesembrina have a longer snout, possibly a result of its differing diet, which included larger ungulates. Unfortunately for the Patagonian jaguar, the climate never stays the same forever. By the end of the Ice Age, the climate gradually became warmer and warmer. Its food supply, which included larger ungulates, would eventually disappear. This ultimately would spell doom for the largest jaguar of all time. Despite this, other smaller subspecies would make it to the present day. Although the Patagonian jaguar doesn't get the media attention like other large prehistoric felids, it's still a fascinating felid worth admiration and viewer attention. I hope you guys enjoyed this video on the Patagonian jaguar. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. This is King Theropod, signing out.